Yo, what's going on, snipers, and welcome back to our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro here in NHL 26. So last episode, if you did not catch it, Dave has been promoted officially to the first line. He did enough in those last two games of last chapter to get onto the top line. And in his first game as a first line forward was actually quite the memorable one. It was very good offensively, but a little bit bad in terms of the defensive play because we were out there for a lot of goals against, but we also did pick up points. As you can see, 4 points through 25 minutes of ice time. He also shot 15 shots and was 6.7%, which is kind of funny about that, but it was a really long last game. So I basically decided before this episode started to adjust the minutes for how long games last, just in case that actually could help us get through games a bit quicker, because obviously this episode we're going to be going through hopefully 5 games. I did adjust the minutes from 12 minutes down to 10-minute period length, so hopefully we could get through games a bit quicker. If that isn't quick enough, I could always knock it down to 9 minutes. Anything below 8, though, I think is going to be too quick, so I'm hoping that 10 minutes is a sweet spot, and that we could get a good amount of shifts, and we could get through games relatively quickly. But anyways, in this episode, we have another 5 games. Like I was saying, we are going to be taking on some divisional opponents, which is interesting. We got Ottawa on tap. We didn't play Utah. Then 2 games against Montreal, which should be interesting for game 68 and 69. And in our last game of the episode, we'll be against Tampa for game 70, which means we are getting into the end of the season stretch, which is kind of an interesting thing as well. Our team definitely should be making the playoffs, considering we have a 43-19-3 record, but obviously I'm kind of curious on how long of a playoff team this team will be for. So hopefully we have a good episode again, and hopefully we continue to do good stuff on that top line, and hopefully some of the new guys that the team brought in can make a good impact as well, because we brought in Phil DiGiuseppe at the trade deadline. So far in the one game, he was an even 0, didn't even put a single shot on net, so he was pretty basic, but I'm hoping he could bring some good defensive play on that bottom 6 for our team. And then from a defensive standpoint, our team also brought in Ivan Provorov, and this one I understand that our team maybe needed some defensive upgrades, but Provorov is a bit of an offensive defenseman. He wasn't minus in that first game, but there was some plays that he made that basically opened the ice up for the Flyers to get chances. So I was a little bit skeptical with how he played in that first game, but I think he'll settle in, and hopefully he could get some points on the board and help our team out offensively, but also do some decent work defensively. So anyways, with that said, let's get your guys' comments. You guys have to say about last episode, and then we'll get into our first of 5 games, hopefully. So the first comment is from the Leafs fan, who says, Dave is officially a first liner in the NHL. Let's go. Also, it's funny that the second line, Tavares is a winger and Nylander is a center, even though Tavares' primary is center and Nylander's primary is a winger, LOL. And yeah, that's been a consistent problem with EA NHL games the last few years, even in franchise mode. Like, I don't understand why John Tavares would be playing left wing when he's a center/left winger. Then you have Nylander, who's a right wing/center, but he's playing in that spot. You look at their face-off stats, Tavares has 88 on face-offs, and Nylander has a 70. So it would make a lot more sense for them to basically move Nyes back over to the left wing or something like that, Nylander to the right wing, and Tavares down the middle. But unfortunately, AI just doesn't understand really how to manage lines properly. So a little bit weird, but obviously at the same time, we don't really care too much about how these other lines are situated. But at the same time, it kind of annoys some people I know that play the game just if it's set up that way, because it doesn't really make logical sense when Nylander is going to be losing a lot of draws when John Tavares could be winning a lot of them. And the last and final comment is from Patrick Manzone, who says, have you thought about simming the first 2 periods and playing only the 3rd period of each game? A whole chapter could fit into one video, or do you think that would be cheesing the game? Love the content, by the way. Keep it coming, and I appreciate that, man. In terms of simulating in this mode, I would only like to simulate through preseason. The main reason why is I feel like the numbers that Dave gets in these episodes, like from me specifically, feel more like it's actually Dave putting in the work. If I have the sim engine putting up points, it kind of feels like almost like he's getting generated stats where all of a sudden he could have a hat trick in a game. Like, it doesn't feel as authentic to me. Like, it feels like a different version of Dave doing the work. So I feel like it just feels a lot better to actually be playing all these games. Like, it would be nice to go through games a lot faster and all that, and get through multiple chapters in like a couple episodes, but at the same time, I think it just for the purpose of getting stats on our own, I would prefer to pick up all the stats by myself rather than the sim engine doing it, just in case the sim engine gives us like some crazy games that really don't make sense. So I think the only games that we'll actually sim through are preseason games, but regular season, I think I would like to play them all. Same goes with the playoffs. So anyways, with that said, I think we're ready to get into our first matchup. Like I said, it is 10-minute periods now, so we'll see if that makes an impact in terms of how long this first game is. If it's long enough, we will definitely keep it that way. If it's too short, obviously we will adjust it, but I think it should be decent enough for us. It's dropping it down basically by 2 minutes. We do still have a lot of work to go in this chapter because we have technically 8 games left in this chapter, but we need 5 points over that span. And we also need to get that shooting percentage from a 6.6 right now to an 11%. Like I said, we had 15 shots last game, so that's the main reason why our shooting percentage isn't that great. So if we could just get that to a 11% or better, that'd be great. So we got to be shooting the puck, but we also got to be taking smart shots. We can't just be putting stuff on net to put it on net. But at the same time, I might not really care about getting to the first power play unit that quickly. So anyways, let's get into the first game, see what we could do here. Apparently, Ottawa is 2-8 in their last 10 games, which is not very good, but that means that they'll probably find a way to beat us. Usually when we do play against them, Brady Tkachuk's always hitting Dave because Dave is such a small dude, but should be a fun first game of the episode. And then we do play Utah, I think probably also on home ice. I'm not too sure, though. And of course, then there's that back-to-back game with Montreal, which could be interesting. Could be maybe a future playoff matchup if they're good. Of course, it's a grudge match. They won the first game. We won the last game 6-1, apparently. Oh, yeah, that game. I think I remember it because the Sim Engine gave Matthews 4 goals or something like that. But let's see what we could do in this game. See if Dave could get some offense going since he's on that top line, of course. Let's go. There you go. I don't know why Matthews is back there and Riley was on the offensive end, but whatever. Okay, good chance there for Marner. Here's Provorov. He's got no points yet as a Leaf, but he might be looking for one in this game. Matthews will forecheck. Nice job. But then he lost to Dioki. Haru. Turnover. Marner behind his back. Dave will shoot it. Stop. Rebound out of the air. There's a shot. Scores. I didn't even intend to get an assist on this play, but we'll take it. Austin Matthews buries it. That was a nifty goal. That was his 48th goal of the season. He's been scoring a lot. But it's all off the turnover of Yoki Haru. And then that pass from Marner was insane. I was not expecting to get a pass from Marner there. So then once I got it, I had to take a little bit of time to get that shot off. And luckily for us, Ullmark is kind of sprawling around. And then Matthews finds this loose puck before Kastelik can. But that was a brutal turnover by Yoki Haru. Because that's one of the new players that they brought in, I think, at the trade deadline. But we got to go back to the replay on that. Because like I said, that Marner pass was actually quite insane. Usually his draw passes are not that good. But Matthews on the forecheck on Yoki Haru. And then he turns it over. Marner then, see, I thought he would shoot it here, being in a spot, but Marner goes behind his back and finds Dave. At this point, I didn't realize I had the puck. And then I realized I had it, so I had to wait a little bit. And then I shovel a shot on net. Rebound goes off the blocker right to Matthews as Kastelik is knocking Marner into the net. And then Matthews knocked it out of the air on Ullmark, and he got stopped. That's a crazy save right there. But the loose puck is still available, and Matthews finds it again. Nice shot block. They're trying to pressure hard. Yikes. There, we got it. Oh, we can't get it out of the zone. Marner's got it now. Go with it, Mitch. Go with it. Dave's going to try and jump on with you. Marner's got it himself, and he'll score. Let's go. No assist for Dave, and he got buried by Ullmark. What is this episode to start? The difficulty in this game feels crazy hard, too, like last game. But Marner scores. Dave does not get an assist, I don't think, on this play. But Dave at least drove to the net to make Mitch have a chance to get open. And that's a nifty move. But then look at the thing afterwards. We have to look at this again, too. 2 quick goals. That is a great way to start off this episode. And so, especially considering this is such a rivalry game. But I got to go to the replay on Marner at the end because it was kind of funny what happened here. Because, see, Burns drives Marner into the net. And then Marner basically goes up on top of Ullmark and goes for a little bit of a ride. Kind of like what I saw in the NBA the other day. There was a player on OKC that basically was on top of a Raptors player. But that is just funny looking. Let's hope that we can keep building on this. This is a good start. And the Sim Engine has given somebody a goal. And it is multiple goals. It's 1 for us, 1 for them. Shea for us, Evans for them. So a lot of offense in the first 10 minutes or so of this period. Yeah, the difficulty since going to the top line literally actually feels like the hardest difficulty now. When you're on the bottom 6 line or you're on your second line, it doesn't feel as hard. But now that you're on the higher lineup, you could realize how difficult it is a bit. There we go. You got a Tanev. Back to Dave. Dave will shoot it. Deflected, scores! Let's go. What the hell is going on? Holy crap, this game is insane. The first 9 minutes, there's been 4 goals from our team and 1 from them. As we just throw it to the net because we see Marner in front. What a deflection. As Dave just flings this to the net. Gets his second assist of this opening period. And that's a smart play by Dave, just throwing it to the net. Good deflection in front. And Marner just goes for the dive afterwards. It looks like he almost got cross-checked from behind and knocked down, but it was not the case. All right. Claude Giroux versus Matthews. Let's see if Matthews can win it. He does cleanly. Nice. Good cycling around by our team. Our team passes them pucks so well. We get a shot, and that's turned away. I don't even know how they found Dave, because I thought I was covered a lot, but I decided just to throw it on net. Like, we might not be getting goals and stuff, and the shooting percentage is going to be an issue. And, of course, they score. Like I said, literally last game we were out there for a lot of goals against and a lot of goals for. And this game might be the same type of thing. As Ridley Gregg finds himself open because Marner leaves him alone for a second. And, yeah, then he just taps it in. That's unfortunate. As he knocks it basically just right out of the air. So, yeah, Marner doesn't know how to defend, just like us, kind of, but that's okay. 4-2 after 1. Very offensive start to this game, and I think that was the perfect amount of shifts so far, so I'm hoping that the rest of the game's kind of like that too, but hopefully we can continue to pick up some offense. Maybe we can find a way to get a goal in this episode as well, or this game for that matter. Make sure nobody's open. Oh, a terrible pass, but at least Sanderson's turned away. Zetterlund's turned away too, as our boys are kind of floundering a little bit in their own zone. Matthews throws it up way too quick, man. I'm not going to get to that. I'm not even going to chase that down. That would be a waste of energy. Yeah, these guys are definitely taking a little bit too long. Gotta get out of the zone. Here's a Dave now. Dave does get by. Dave finds it over. Matthews, not a crazy hard shot, but at least we do get a face-off in their zone. I definitely still feel like they have some momentum, which is a bit scary. The sim engine has given somebody a goal, and it's for us. Okay, that's at least good, though. I don't know who scored it, but that's a big one to restore the 3-goal advantage. Marner's making moves. Marner's still with it. Shoots it. Stopped, and Dave goes for the rebound, but there was none. All right, Matthews. Win this draw again. You've been good on the face-off dot. He wins it cleanly again. Dave goes back to the front. Marner will shoot it. Turned away again. I'm surprised Allmark's still in net, to be honest. Matthews it again over to Dave. Dave will have to back skate because there's no room. I did not want to throw the pass there. You guys know that. The game is just so weird sometimes. Like, the passing... Like, you think you have the pass aimed to a certain area, and then it makes you do a drop pass to, like, nobody. We kind of need to learn how to play against those superstars. We are going to be up 5-2 going into the third, so that's a decent spot to be in at this point in the game. All right, let's get to this third period and pretty much lock down this game. We don't technically need more goals, but we need to make sure that we're playing some good defensive hockey at least. This line definitely might be better than that second line. Oh my goodness, almost a bad turnover by Dave. At least Marner picks it off. Marner back over to Dave. Dave trying to weave through the defense. He's still with it. Throws it back to the point to Carlo. Riley over up front. Marner shot, and that's turned away as Dave was trying to go to that puck too. But Marner found it in the slot, and Ulmark will make the save. As obviously a 3-goal lead is good, but I feel like it could be still one of those leads that gets blown eventually. So let's see what we got here. Dave with it again. He's going to cycle around. Looks around. I don't want to pass that there, but it almost worked. I'm going to get back defensively. Dave will stay in the slot. Tries to block the shot, but Burns still got it on net. McCollum with it, which I guess is a rookie that's generated. Can't get the shot on net. Or maybe he did. I don't know. Marner finds Dave. Dave late in the shift. Dave will have to throw this around to Marner. Marner can't get out front. Marner out front. Matthews a quick shot, and that's turned away. We'll go on a line change here shortly. And now we will, I think. Yeah, let's go quickly. And now we got a good breakout chance. Dave. Oh my goodness, he poke checked. He tries to go right to the net, and he can't score there. Good, smart defense by that guy. I think it was Zadorov. But see, that's what I mean about the difficulty feeling much harder. Dave used to be able to run around people so easily right there, but I just could not get away from the stick of Zadorov on that. Okay, let's defend here again before we got to go off on a change. Yikes, that was dangerous. That one almost leaked through Wool. That puck stays in. Oh my goodness, I was with Sanderson, and then he somehow slipped off me. But at least Wool is able to save that. All right, here you go, Riley. Nice pass up. Here comes Dave. Dave will have to carry it in, not use all his speed because he's got Zetterlund right on him. Oh, my goodness. There you go. Throw that back. There you go, Riley. There's a chance for Marner, and that's turned away. Like, I know we're up by 3 goals, but never too late to block a shot in a game. Here's Dave again with it. Dave making some moves. Backhanders turned away. I was going to look for a pass, but I could not see that pass fast enough. That was a good look. Unfortunately, we still haven't really scored a lot since joining this top line, but I'll still take a look on net. Here's Matthews again, still with it. Matthews tries to throw it over to Riley. He gets it to him. Dave's got it now. Dave can't kick it free. Now it's with Matthews again. Riley walks to the slot. Can't get a shot on net. Marner. Dave is going to hold on to the point for a little bit while Marner's digging down low. Dave has it. Dave finds Carlo. Over to Riley. Riley doesn't even get a shot because Zetterlund gets in the way. Marner back up to Dave again. Dave will get around Sanderson. Dave's got it. Dave looking in, shoots it. His shot's blocked by Burns, but he does get to that loose puck again, and unfortunately, Evans picks it off. Here's Dave again, scooting around, trying to look for an opening. Still with it, looking around for a pass. Throws it to Riley. Riley over to Marner. Over to Carlo, and that shot goes way wide. Matthews tries to hook it back out front, but I was not there. But we are going to win by a final score of 5-2. Nice little victory. That first period definitely set the tone for the rest of the game. We didn't play as good offensively the rest of it, but that's all right. And that's a good way to start it off, especially considering last game we should have probably beat the Flyers, but we didn't. So I'll definitely take a win like this. And hopefully, like I said, that sets the momentum for the rest of the episode. As Chris Tanev got 3rd star, 2 assists, and 2 hits. He was out there when I think a couple of the goals were scored in that first period. I don't know if Dave's going to get a star in this game or not. I don't think so. I think it's going to be Marner and Matthews to get them. Because Marner had some assists and some goals. Yeah, oh, never mind. Woll gets 2nd star, 931 save percentage. He was really good in this game. Especially when they were pushing a little bit. He made some pretty big saves. And at 1st star, probably Matthews, I would guess, or something. Marner. 2 goals, 2 assists, 7 hits for Mitch. All right. Let's take a look at our stat line in this game. So we had 2 assists in 1939. I think that's ice time is fine. Plus 2. 2 shots on goal. We didn't shoot the puck a ton. Didn't throw a single hit. But we did pick up some assists. And that's all that matters. All right. Solid start. Got to keep on putting shots to the net occasionally. But also we need to get that shooting percentage better. So hopefully there are more high percentage chances. But up to 54 points in 40 games. Obviously if we played a full season this year, we would be probably over 100 points. Which is kind of insane. So. Anyways, next game against Utah, and I need to make sure that Dave is fully healthy for the game ahead, just because I don't want to risk him getting hurt, as we do got some energy points back, which is also good. We have 9 of them technically, so we'll put him to full health. He's not actually that low of health, but we'll get him to full health, and it will put a couple towards trade points, and keep 3 for his energy still, just because I don't want to risk him getting too low on health at all. What does that say? Replenish energy by converting health into energy points. Oh, you could literally get rid of some of your health and spend it on your energy if you want to get more energy back for other things. That's kind of interesting. I did not realize that. I did not realize that at all. Is there anything else that has the trading thing? No, it doesn't. It's only health you could trade for energy. Huh. In case you're really low in something and you need to get it back. That's kind of interesting. I didn't notice that. Alright, anyways, let's get to this next game against Utah. It's in Utah, so it's not a home game, but one of the 2 games against Montreal coming up will be a home game. So let's see what we could do at the Delta Center. I think last time we played in Utah, I feel like I remember us losing, but I can't remember for sure. That would have been last season. I think I did have some points in that game, though, but I could be wrong. But good little East versus West showdown. Let's see if we could... maybe get some goals to get our shooting percentage bumped up a bit. If we don't, hopefully we at least just get some points and keep our point streak going. The points are going to be probably easy, but it seems like at this rate. Oh, Matthews, you got it. Nobody's with you yet. Oh, he tries to find Dave. He does find him. Somehow Dave got that. Dave will find Mitch. Mitch finds Carlo. Dave goes back to the front. He scored. No, Matthews scored it. I thought I deflected that, but it did not deflect off me. Matthews deflects 49. No point for Dave. But that play all begins with that pass from Matthews to Dave. And then Matthews gets the goal on us. See, Dave deflected it, and or not Dave. Matthews deflects this. Dave looked like he tried to deflect it too, but I think he just waved at it. Which also makes Ingram not being able to see it. I think. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things, but that was a crazy play there. See a nice little deflection there, and I thought I deflected it there because the way it fluttered right there. Matthews is closing in on 50 goals on the season. What to expect. Matthews finds Dave again. Dave +1 in this game early. No points so far, but he'll skate with it. He'll look around. still with it, looking around, trying to find somebody open, which nobody is so far. He'll hold on to it, finds Carlo. Carlo a bomb it again, and it misses the net. All right, he was looking maybe for another deflection. Mitch finds Matthews. Carlo again, that shot doesn't get through. And now an odd man rush coming from Utah. Dave's trying to get back down the middle. A chance for Utah and tight, but Keller's turned away. Now Dave's got it. And Dave will take it to the red line and just dump that in and go off on a change. Keep going. Keep going. There you go. He finds Dave. Dave will have to cut back. Dave drops it back to Provorov. Over to Matthews. Back to Dave. Dave, a backhander that's turned away. Dave gets it back again. Dave holding on to it. Good pressure here from Dave. Throws it over to Provorov again. Over to Marner. Matthews can't get a shot. Matthews has got it again. Dave was almost going to try and get to that loose puck. Dave goes back to the front. Nobody gets a shot to the net. All right, let's get out of zone. There you go. Provorov finds Dave. Dave will carry it up for a little bit. Look for an opening here. Trying to find a passing lane. Finds one over to McCabe. McCabe walks in. Finds Mitch. Mitch finds Matthews, but he doesn't get anything. Oh my goodness. How did I get that puck? I thought I was going to get to that first. I'm going to go back and cover the point again. Nice pick off McCabe, but they still have possession. Oh, yikes. The team's under a little bit of pressure here. Provorov's kind of trying to man the point a bit. Oh my goodness, come on, get out of zone, guys. There you go. Just got to find a way to get an assist or something. Dave tries to deflect it. Did I deflect it or no? I don't even know. Matthews first is a turnover. Here comes Dave. Dave cuts back, looks for a passing lane, finds McCabe at the point. McCabe doesn't even get the shot through. And now it's a chance for Utah. Dave trying to hustle back. The shot from Bukestad's turned away as Dave has to go right to the front of the net to battle. And now he'll have to go back to the point. Oh my goodness. Come on, guys. I don't want them to tie it up here. Nice poke check by Dave, and that comes just barely out. Whew. At least that's a good defensive play that will help us get to the second period with that lead intact. Smart poke check. I thought I was going to trip that guy, to be honest, but at least we got it out of the zone. After they came close a couple times, they hit the post, and they definitely are a little bit of a scared team, Utah. Hopefully the second period we could get on the score sheet a bit. But I think that was still a decent first period for not having a single point. Riley finds it over to Dave. Dave will carry it into the Utah zone. He's still with it. Walks in, shoots it down. It's turned away. I thought I had it beat because I had the patented Dave Bluezynski move, but unfortunately did not work well there. That sucks. Mitch throws it all the way up to Dave. Dave will take it. Dave carrying it into the zone, looks into the slot, throws it over. I did not want to throw it there, though. And it ended up being a shot on net because it was a pass into the goaltender, which is not good. Because our shooting percentage obviously will be affected. Lamoureux can't get a shot. Dave blocks a shot on Sam Steele. That was a hard shot. You got it, Matthews. Take it. Dave's not open yet. Now he's kind of open. He gets to that. Gets a shot on net. I didn't even mean to shoot that. So our shooting percentage is definitely not going to probably hit that 11%, my guess. But good pass. 10 of a bomb, and that's turned away as Matthews maybe deflected it because the stick broke. Mitch carries it. Throws it back to the point. Dave trying to screen, but it doesn't work. Now Dave's got possession. Dave trying to use that speed to get away from the people checking him. He finds Mitch. Mitch can't get the shot through. Marner and Matthews passing it around a bit. Dave in front. Doesn't get the deflection. Now he's got that loose puck again. Let's throw that around. What passing by our team here. And that comes out. Still up 1-0. Hopefully we could take this lead into the third period. Because, yeah, this is a very low-scoring game, but we've had some effective stats despite not having a point yet. And Sim Engine has given somebody a goal or two, or three maybe even. It's 2 for Utah. 2 goals in a span of, like, I guess 20-something seconds. You could feel it coming, though, with how they've been playing in this game, though, that they were eventually going to get some goals. Just unfortunate those happened at the end of the period. All right, so we're down 2-1 going into the third because of the Sim Engine, but let's see if we could find a way to tie it up. Come on, guys. We haven't had a goal since the early going into this game. Let's find a way to respond. We've had some chances. We just have not converted. Got to find a way to do it. Dave is trying to get out of that scrum. He does. I don't know how he got through that. Dave looks around, shoots it. Turned away by Ingram as he decided just to take a shot on net. Okay, just keep defending. There you go. Dave's got the puck. Finds it up to Mitch. Go with it, Mitch. You got room. Mitch will carry it in. He'll shoot that. Ingram to save. That was an interesting play. I didn't expect him to shoot it there because he's always passing or deking a little bit more, but that's a solid look. Matthews can't win that one, though. But the puck will stay in because of a nice poke check, but I don't know who was that. There's good passing by our team. Matthews, a quick release. That's turned away. And I think it should come out here hopefully soon. Nice pick off by Dave. Dave will carry it to the red line before he decides just to dump that in. Perfect. I got a lot more on that dump in because I think I was clicking the saucer pass option at the same time. So that's actually not a bad way of clearing it out, I guess, when you're on the penalty kill or something. But wow, we barely got any shifts after that. As if we could go to overtime, that'd be kind of nice. Overtime games are kind of fun. They're a little bit scary at times too, but let's find a way. Dave's got possession again. Dave looking around, still with it. Oh my goodness, I almost got hit there. Shea's shot does get to the net, but I don't know if it hit the goalie. Might have hit Matthews instead. Dave goes to the front, deflects it, but he deflected it into himself because he was hit from behind. Get to him, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know what happened to Mitch. He's kind of knocked down and he was on the ice. Nice block there. Mitch, hit me, hit me. Oh my goodness, I probably should have called for that pass because he just took way too long there. He could have found me all alone if he wanted to. Dave, Riley, Carlo. Shot is turned away by Ingram. We have a power play for 30 seconds left in it. All right, we have a chance to tie this game up on the power play. We might pull the goalie soon too. So, big opportunity. Dave goes to the front, can't deflect it. Dave's got it back again. Dave getting poke check from behind, but he still got it to the point. Dave's looking around. Dave, Riley, Tavares. Shots turned away by Ingram. Unfortunately, there was no screen in front. All right, come on, guys. We are in the last minute of play. We need to get something here, as the goalie is going to be getting pulled here soon. Dave with it. Offsides. Oh, my goodness. I don't even know how that was offsides. They must have poke checked it in just barely. And Dave apparently had to come off. I don't know if I'll be on before the end of the game. No, I won't. And we lose 2-1. I'm surprised they took Dave off. I thought Dave would have gotten all the way to the end of the game. But the sim engine, the difference in this game, Dave's point streak comes to an end. And unfortunately, the team will lose in Utah. A tough game. But the difference, like I said, the sim engine and the fact that they got a lot of chances near the end of the periods and all that kind of pushed them into that predicament. But we almost came close to getting an assist. We were a +1 at least in 21 minutes of ice time, but I kind of wish we would have got more points because we did have 5 shots on goal. We had the puck for over 3 minutes. So it feels like a little bit of a letdown of a game to not have a point in. But I think all things considered, we got to be happy with how we played in it. Just could not get the victory. Because if we look at our score in that game, it says we had a B overall in that one, which is pretty solid. And then you look at our offense, A-, B- defense, B- team play. Like all around, everything was good in that game, but we didn't have a point. So I think I'm still impressed with that game, but it just sucks to lose a game in regulation because it's been a while since this team has. Because now we're 7-1-2 in our last 10. And now we have a game in Montreal before we're back on home ice. But we do have a conversation with the agent first. And okay, it's another one of those endorsements for Dave. So apparently his endorsement is vitamins. And ooh, oh yeah, I remember this because I think we had this thing pop up a few seasons ago. But basically, we only play one game in this challenge, and we have to get 2 assists. If we get 2 assists, the endorsement is complete. If we don't get the 2 assists, then we do not get it. So we might as well try and say that we'll get 2 assists, but to be honest, it might not happen. But we might as well try it out. 2 assists is not the easiest thing to do in the world, and especially in a game that it wants you to do it, it'll be harder to do it, but we might as well try and get it done in this one game against the Habs before we get into playing them again on home ice. So let's keep on advancing. Actually, I almost clicked advance day on this game. Jeez, that would not have been good. Let's double check Dave's energy levels, make sure they are good for this one. They are fine, so we are good to get into this game and see if we could get back on the score sheet again. Like I said, it kind of sucks not to have points in that last game, but at the same time, I think we still played a decent enough game that we could have had some. And that first goal, like I said, I thought I almost got a tip on it, but I didn't. All right, well, let's get 2 assists. Let's find a way to win this game first and foremost. Like I said, the brand and all that stuff isn't super important. It's just more about, obviously, doing what is the bigger picture, which is getting the points, getting a shooting percentage maybe. But I don't know if we even will get on the power play regardless. So, all right. Here we go. It's apparently a grudge match, but I guess we have had no prior matchups. So this might be the first time we played the Habs all season. I'm not too sure. Here we go. Dave's got possession of the puck here early on, and he got knocked into the bench by Noah Dobson. Oh my god. Okay, I gotta be careful on who I'm skating around. You'd think that was Arbor Jack either way. I just got destroyed there. I gotta get a screenshot of Dave being up this high because he almost got knocked into the bench. But Dave looking like Superman out here with his stick, though, right through his chest, which is kind of funny. But let's get a screenshot of that for fun. And maybe we'll use that as the thumbnail. And you guys will be like, what the heck's going on there? But Dave got absolutely blown up. And then the funny thing is he lands on his feet. But then he loses his balance and he falls back down again. Maybe I'll get a screenshot of him like this too, just because it looks kind of funny. All right, come on, let's get out of the zone here quickly, boys, and let's get on the score sheet if we can. Riley's got it, finds Dave. Dave will try and skate past Dobson again, but Dobson's just staying with him stride for stride. Dave finds Riley. Riley to Carlo. Carlo will shoot it, deflection in front, but it doesn't get to the net. There's a good pass. Riley's shot breaks his stick. Dave has to get back and help him out. Dave will give his stick over to Riley, and Dave will have to play with no stick now. That's at least nice of Dave to help on out with that. Dave is going to try and get to that loose puck, but he can't even kick it. D'Angelo's shots turn away. Oh my goodness, I still have no stick. Yeah, at least it's stopped by Wool there. Okay, get back defensively. Nice play, Riley. Matthews has got it, finds Dave. Dave on the left wing here. We'll cut back. Looking around for an opening. Throws it over to Riley. His one-timer, his shot is turned away by Noonan. And still having a decent amount of shifts in these games. Here comes Dave, gets in with it, makes some moves, holds on to it, lost it almost, and still got a shot, but nothing crazy, I guess. Riley throws it back on net, and that's turned away. Still a lot of game left to go in this to try and get some more points, and also more games left to go in this episode to try and get more points. Oh my goodness, that hit the post. Okay, come on, Matthews, win the draw. You're gonna get a face-offs. He wins it. Riley throws it all the way up to Dave. Dave will carry it. He'll see if he gets an open wing, which he does. He'll have to cut back because the guy's right on him. Dave's still with it, makes a move, finds Riley. That shot doesn't get to the net. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Morgan. So that might be it for the first period unless we have one more shift, which we might still. Looks like the sim engine has given somebody a goal. It is for our team, and we do get another shift. So Nick Robertson's on the board. Marner's got it. Marner finds McCabe. McCabe finds it to Dave. Dave will scoot in with it, trying to get around Niemela. He'll hold on to it. Dave holding up, still with it, looks to the back to the point. McCabe's shot doesn't get to the net again. Matthews finds it, and then Noonan will make the save. Nice play, McCabe. Good job sticking with Cole. Let's cover the point. Oh my goodness, we almost left the guy open there, but at least the goalie makes a save. Matthews finds it up to Mitch. Mitch has Dave with him. He finds him. Dave holds on to it too long. I was thinking about returning the pass, but then I had to shoot it, and I could not shoot fast enough, and I got to go off on a change if I could get out of the zone. Please get it out here, boys. Thank you. I'm going off. Thank you. But I wish I would have gotten a shot on net on that 2-on-1. I don't know why I could not think fast enough, but I tried to shoot it, and before I knew it, there was a defender in my way. But maybe it's good that we didn't get that shot on net, because maybe it would have just been glove saved anyways or something. But we do need 2 assists technically in this game, like I said, though, for that endorsement. I don't know if it's going to be one that's going to be that easy to do, but if we don't get it, it's not the end of the world, so... Alright, second period. Let's see what we can do. At least we're winning this game. But it is still a tight one. Dave gets creamed again by Dobson. He'll still battle for that puck, but can't. Dobson's always with Dave and hitting Dave. I feel like every time we play the Habs, it's him. When we play the Sens, it's Kachuk. Those big guys are always really tough. Riley over to Dave. Here comes Dave again, trying to get around Dobson. He does get around him. Holds on to it. Shoots it. That shot's turned away. That was a good look again. Dave's got possession of that puck. Spins just because he could not find anything. Now he's holding on to it. Throws it over to Nyes, over to Robertson, who's got it. Robertson got it back to Dave. Dave can't get to that loose puck. And unfortunately, Gooley will clear it. Oh, and it was right on the stick of a Habs guy? What the hell is this? Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to score. That was a crazy high pass too. Here you go. Come on, Dave. Carry it back into their zone. Oh, nice little move there by Dave. A little head fake. Trying to open up some ice. Finds it to Provorov. Provorov spins in tight. Finds it back to Dave. Dave will shoot it. Doesn't get the shot through. Here you go. Go with it, Riley. Dave is going to jump in with you. Oh my goodness, what was that? Dave gets possession of that puck. Tries to throw the pass across, denies. But unfortunately, these passes aren't getting through like they used to. Okay. Sim Engine, please give us some insurance. Don't let them get back into this game like you did with Utah. And somebody has a goal. It is for our team. Okay, that's good. Nylander scored. Last game, like I said, was kind of dictated because of the sim engine near the end of the second period, so good to see that it isn't giving them stuff here. As wow, we just got bullied out of the zone, and Dave's got to get back again. Dave tries to get back, and Demidov will score. God damn it, that play all happens because the game forces that turnover. I wouldn't even put that on us because we just literally got thrown into a situation where we could not hold on to the puck. And of course, like, our defense has a long time just to get back. Provorov was out there, Riley was out there, as they just can't get back on time, and Demidov is not the type of player you want to leave alone. I'm pretty sure he was the rookie of the year in the first year of this mode, so... but that turnover, absolutely brutal. Absolutely brutal. See, like, I get the possession of the puck right off I get off the bench. And then, boom, right into a hit right away. I don't have any room to do anything. And then Dave just gets, like, kind of shoved, but he doesn't get knocked down. And then this puck gets pushed out of the zone. Normally, I would just get hit, at least, and the puck would stay in the zone, but it comes out. And then Morgan Riley kind of advances too fast. Doc gets around him, and that creates that 2-on-1. Let's respond. We are at least still winning this game, but this has been a tougher episode for sure. Dave walking right into the slot. He'll shoot it. He had the glove side, but he could not get it by Noonan. McCabe will shoot it. That's dropped away by Noonan. I would prefer our team still to lose these games. Oh, Dave finds it. I was going to say I would prefer losing these games at this part of the season, but Dave gets goal 25 of the season. It's been a while since we've scored a goal. I guess technically it was the last game of last episode, but Dave finds that loose puck off the face-off shot. And then it wasn't really the best-looking shot, but it still found its way in. It was deflected on the net, which causes some havoc, and then Dave finds this loose puck. And he was battling with Dobson, but he's able to still find this puck and weakly slop it in. Yeah, that's one of the weirdest goals we've had, I guess. It's not really a weird goal, but it's kind of one that we put a lot of little effort near the end. I'd muscling like with a big guy like Dobson, but Mitch will hold on to it. Looking around, throws it over to Dave, but he ends up turning over to Doc. Mitch likes to turn over the puck a bit too much right now, but at least it's realistic, I guess. Here you go, Carlo, skate with it. Over to Matthews. Matthews will hold on to it, finds it back to Dave. Dave holds it up, finds Carlo. Carlo will walk in, and he's turned away. That'd be kind of nice. Here's Dave with it again. Dave, terrible pass. I don't know why the defender slid in like that. Dave gets back at least defensively to make up for his mistake, and he'll kick it back for his defense. Good play. Good play. Here's Matthews. Over to Dave. Dave's got some speed. Walks in on the backhander, and that shot goes right through the crease. Dave goes back to the front, trying to screen away, but unfortunately, the Habs got possession back. Obviously, that's going to hurt our shooting percentage putting a shot like that to the net, but I think it was a good look and the right idea. Dave helps on out with the defense, and now he's going to go off on a change, as is Mitch as well. We have a B+ on offense, so looking good. Just got to find a way to make sure that we're not out there for goals against like we were with that Demidov goal. Sim Engine has given our team another goal too. John Tavares, so it's a 4-1 game. Now it's looking a lot better than it did against Utah. But obviously Dave's goal, like I said, nice battling around the net. Just got to put it towards the net. Doesn't have to be the hardest shot in the world. Like, that was probably like 5 miles an hour, maybe even less than that. But it still found its way in. Mitch trying to break his way in. Mitch is still battling. Gooley with it. Dave will come in and hit Gooley down. Dave gets back on defense. Nice play there by Carlo. He finds it back up to Dave. Dave will skate with it. Dave just holding on to that puck. Looking for open ice. He's still with it. Making some moves. Throws it back to Carlo. And his shot is turned away. Unfortunately, all of our players evacuate from the front of the net. So for a Noonan, that's still just a textbook save. Alright, Slavkovsky's trying to break his way in, turned over, here comes Dave again. Dave gets around the defense. Dave, all alone, and he's turned away. Damn it. Probably should have went back to the backhand again, but the ice opened up. I'm going to take those shots even if it hurts our shooting percentage. As Slavkovsky tries to get past Dave, Dave will take it and get it out of the zone as far as he can and go on a quick change. I'm surprised we didn't score on that breakaway, to be honest. Sim Engine has given somebody a goal. It's our team again. Nyes, speaking of the devil, scores a goal, makes it 5-1. I don't care if I pass him in goals or not, but it's kind of, it would be kind of cool to finish all behind Matthews on this team, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter. Dave will hold on to this puck, lost control of it, still went to the net, and then Dave hits down a guy. It's kind of a tough one, though. Only play one game and get 2 assists. Like, you don't know for a fact if you're actually going to be that good. Here's Dave again on the breakaway. Backhanders turned away. Dave tries to get to that wraparound, but he could not get around the net because he was board pinned too quick. I feel like our defensive grade is, it's only a C. I think it's probably because we've been out there for a goal against, but I feel like we've been still making some smart plays as we have a power play shift. And he will. And unfortunately, it's almost too clean, but Dave will still almost keep this in briefly. He does keep it in. Dave looking around, throws it over, finds Nyes, but unfortunately Nyes is on his off wing, so it doesn't really help out that well. And he won't get the shot off. Whelan finds it back up to Dave again. Dave has had a lot of breakaways in this game, realistically, but let's hold on to that a little bit longer. Look for an opening, look for somebody. Throws it into Nyes, and that shot's turned away. And we probably will get at least one more shift, it looks like, in this game, I think. As the sim engine has given another team a goal, it's 6-1 now all of a sudden. Goddamn, power play goal from Nylander. I probably wouldn't have either because I'm too small, but... Oh my goodness, Tanev. You gotta pass that better than that. You can't just throw a pass like that. There you go. Here's Dave again. Dave will take it in the zone. He's a little low on energy, but he'll still carry it in. He got poke jack nicely, but Dave's got it again. Throws it to the point. One-timer deflected by Matthews, and Malcolm Subban will make the save. Malcolm Subban in Montreal actually would be kind of neat. Depends on, I guess, how long it takes us before we change off. Tanev finds Mitch. Mitch shot is turned away. Matthews has got it. Mitch again. That shot is turned away. No, it finds its way in. What the hell is that? I mean, I will take a being a plus player on that shift. No points for Dave, but that's all right. Mitch finds his way in with his 23rd goal of the season, just behind Dave in terms of goal scoring, but I don't even know how this found its way in. What the heck was this? Like, I thought he had this glove save, Malcolm Subban, but I don't know if it just bounced off his glove weirdly. But that finds its way in. All right, well, 7 goals for this team. It looked like a crazy game when it was only 2-1, but Dave made it 3-1, and then the team just all of a sudden took over. And the Habs coach not very happy. And the fans in Montreal not very happy too. Be interesting to see how next game goes because of this. Because they're definitely going to be talking about this game in it. Marner over to Dave. Dave holds up. Throws it to the point to Carlo over. Back Dave gets a shot again, and Subban another save. Marner's got it again. Dave goes to the front. Can't get another shot off as he's poke checked. Dave hits Noah Dobson down. Let's go, Dave. That's a big hit. Knocking out a guy that hit him earlier in the game. That's probably our last shift of this one, I would assume. Let's sim to the next shift if there is one. Which I don't know if there will be, but the sim engine has given somebody a goal. 8-1. What the hell? Plekhanov scores. Holy. Well, I was not expecting this level of offense when it was literally 2-3-1. Like, it just didn't seem like it was going to happen, but shout out to our team for blowing them up. I will not put it past you. As the Habs fans absolutely booing their team off the ice, which I don't know if the Habs fans ever would boo their own team off the ice, but big win on the road. 8-1. I will definitely take a victory like that. A lot of guys did really good stuff in terms of stats. Like Nylander had 4 points, so shout out to him. But Dave played 25 minutes of ice time in this one, so we got a lot of ice time again. And that definitely felt like the game against the Flyers in terms of how long it took. We only had the 1 goal, but we were +1. We had 8 shots on net. So if we score a goal every 8 shots, we'll actually get that shooting percentage, which is nice. We had the puck for .427 in this game. That's definitely, I think, a career high in puck possession time. And we also had 3 hits in this game. So pretty strong game for Dave and everybody on this team. Hopefully, the next game against the Habs is just as good. And then we have one more game left after that against Tampa. So let's just keep it rolling. We're up to 55 points in 42 games. That game was pretty good. The defensive grade was only a little bit low because I think we were out there for that goal against, and that was the only difference. But we don't get the endorsement, which is going to lower our brand likability. But our brand likability, I honestly don't care that much about it. Brand likability is just not the most important thing. It's teammates, management, all that type of thing. So, all right. Well, that was a big, big victory. We'll advance a couple days here because we have to play the Habs again on home ice this time. So now, knowing not our luck, we're going to lose to them 8-1 on our own home ice. But let's make sure Dave is good in terms of health. Let's get this up a little bit again, just because I don't want it to be too low. And let's get to game 69 of the season and see if we can beat the Habs for the second time consecutively. And then Tampa for game 70 is going to be a tougher one again, but Should be fun. Should be fun. All right, let's see what Dave can do in this one. Obviously, we don't have to worry about getting points as much, but we still do need 2 points in this chapter, and we need to get our shooting percentage still much better if we want to, obviously, get on the power play. But if we don't get on the power play, like I said, it's not the end of the world. All right, Marner's getting showcased because obviously he was really strong last game. Dobson getting showcased for them. 7 hits and 2 takeaways. Dave did throw a hit on him, though, so at least Dave got a little bit of retribution, like I said, for the early hit that he had on Dave. But, yeah, Dobson's a tough defender to play against, so we'll see if we can get around him a little bit better in this game. Riley kicks it up. Here's Dave. Dave will bank it off the boards, but it does not go the way I wanted to. And Dennis will make the save, so Hildebee's in net for this one. Right now, this game definitely feels like it could be a bit of a tougher one for sure than an 8-1 game again. Marner will hold on to it. Marner still with it. Marner walking to the net, and he will not even get a shot as Dave tried to open himself up, but Marner decided not to pass, which is kind of surprising. Dave will drive down the middle. Dave gets possession of that puck, holding on to it because he didn't really know if he should have put a shot there, and then he lost control. That's not a good play. We'll see, I guess. Dave throws it to Riley. Riley up to Matthews. Matthews back to Dave. Dave with it. Let's try and get this ice open up again. Dave throws it over to Carlo. Carlo doesn't even get a shot. Dave can't get to that puck either. And unfortunately, early on, our line isn't really getting much offensive chances. That's a big save by Hildeby, though. Another big save by Hildeby, and then they score. You knew they were going to score eventually on that area. As Mitch left his guy for a little bit, and Caulfield makes it 1-0. Yeah, this is about right. Like, the Habs always seem to come to play in Toronto for some reason, and then Mitch doesn't get to his man fast enough. Carlo kind of evacuates this slot a little bit too. But Marner trying to poke check it off Caulfield, but he just can't. And then the wide open net there for Caulfield to beat Hildeby, unfortunately. This one right now feels like the Habs are the better team in this. So here's Dave again trying to get away from Caulfield as Caulfield's right on him. Dave holds on to it, finds Matthews. Matthews back to Dave. He can't get a shot as he was stick checked from behind. Nifty pass for Matthews, but unfortunately, Dave was just not strong enough on his stick or something. I don't even know. Let's hold on to it for a little bit. Throw it up. There you go. Good pass to Matthews. And he'll find Marner, and we'll go off. But right now it says we have bad line defense, but I wouldn't put that goal against on Dave, really, so. All right, Sim Engine has given our team a goal. Phil DiGiuseppe scores his first goal as a Leaf to tie the game up at 1. Love to see it. It's covered here again because somebody left his slot open. Dave's got it. Nice play. Over to Marner. Marner's got it. Over to Dave again. Dave's still with it, trying to cut off that guy. Throws it over. One-time bomb from Shea, and that's turned away because he found Shea for the good look. Unfortunately, the goaltender stayed right with him. Here's Dave again. Dave trying to hold on to that puck, trying to get by. He's gotten by Arbor Jacki, still with it, still holding on to it. Made a move, and he lost it. Oh, man, that little dipsy doodle I did not mean to make, but it actually looked pretty nice after doing that. But fortunately, we could not hold on to it. Dave gets back defensively, throws it to Matthews, and we're going to go off again. Matthews finds it to Dave. Dave will use that speed. Dave gets around. Dave will shoot it this time, and Annanen stays right with him. I don't know if I would have had a passing lane or not, so I took the shot. Marner turns it over. Dave will stay at the point again. There you go. Riley finds it back over to Dave. Dave will take it. Dave holds on. Tries to find Mitch and can't find him. Dave gets that loose puck and gets a shot. I don't know if that got on net. I think I did get that on net, but somehow the goalie stayed with Dave. And that's offsides by the Habs. I don't know how that puck went right back to me. I was trying to find Marner again, but my passes aren't getting through as easy as they used to. So that must be a theme with being on the top line. Sim Engine has given a team a goal, and unfortunately it's the Habs' Newhook. Scores with 40 seconds left in the period, and now we're out there. Here comes Dave trying to get fast there to get around Dobson, but he can't. Dave will hold on to it, throws it over. Matthews is turned away in the slot as that nearly tied this game back up again. And that will be the last play of the period as we're going to be down 2-1. Going into the second. All right. Definitely a tougher first period than last game against the Habs, but the good thing is we're still within 1. Just got to find a way to get some more offense going, more sustained pressure, and we could definitely still win this game. So we got to hope the Sim Engine can basically give us more goals like Phil DiGiuseppe's, and then we got to find a way, obviously, to help out with the offense if we can, too. Okay, here you go. Oh, there's a quick passing. There you go, Marner. shoots it. It's turned away as Dave goes to the front. There you go. Quick pass to Matthews. You got it, Matthews. Makes some moves, get by it, shoots it, turned away. Dave tries to get to that loose puck, can't get there fast enough. Matthews a little slow to get up, but at least he's not hurt. Let's hold on to that for a little bit. Let's drop that back. As our team is making a line change now. Marner's got it, throws it in to Riley, but he doesn't get a crazy shot away. Here comes Dave. Dave trying to get around number 6. I don't know who that is. Dave still with it, holds on and scores. Let's go, goal 26. See, sometimes you got to be patient with those plays. I was looking for the pass at first, but I kept walking in. I got open in front, and I mean, when you're in a slot like that, you got to shoot the puck. Great goal for Dave. That's the patent in Dave Bluezynski. We get around number 6. I still don't know who that is, but a nice play, and then we elevate that shot. Top corner almost, I think. As Jack-Eye kind of screens his own goaltender. Dave using that big rig for goal 26 in the season is nice. We have 20 goals from in the slot area, if that's actually accurate or not, but what a release. Goals in back-to-back games against the Habs for us. You love to see it. Showing up against divisional rivals. But yeah, that shot was beautiful, and the finish was nice too. All right, here we go. It's a 2-2 game, and Dobson hits Dave again. I think that was Dobson again. Jeez, was that Dobson again? Because if so, I gotta fight this dude. I don't know if I would fight him because he's too big, but still. Matthews walks in, he's turned away. Dave's got possession now as our team's starting to get that pressure. Tanev shoots it, turned away by Annan. But yeah, that was Dobson. I gotta go yell at him or something like that. But Dobson just knows when Dave is on the ice, he can knock him down. Every time we go up against him, look at that hit. It's the exact same hit he made the last game too. Like the weird stumble at the end too. Like see, he falls like this. And as soon as he goes on one foot, he just stumbles weirdly again. So yeah, anytime we play the Habs, it's Noah Dobson hitting us. Anytime we play the Sens, it's Tkachuk. We got to be really mindful of those type of guys because that's how Dave's going to get hurt in the future if he keeps running into them. Dave goes to the front, tries to find that loose puck, and he almost did find it. Now he's got possession back of the puck again, can't get the wraparound shot. He'll go back to the front again as he's causing some havoc. In front of the net, getting bodied. Surprised no cross-check there because I thought I got cross-checked for a sec. But good work by Dave to just stay in front of the net and kind of cause some pandemonium a bit. He's got possession back of the puck again. Dave holds up, throws it in to Shea. Shea finds Matthews, and that stopped. Loose puck in front. Dave fanned on it. And now it's an odd man rush the opposite way. I got to go off on a change here soon, though. Oh, thank God. That hit Dave in the skate. I thought that was going to get through. And in with it behind his own net. And D'Angelo was the guy I got around. Okay. I wasn't too sure who I got around, but it was Tony D. Carcone walks in, and he's turned away. That's a big save by Hildeby. He probably got to go off on a change here soon again if this comes out. But, yeah, Dave is getting a little aggressive again. Love to see it. Demidov is in the slot, and somehow he is turned away. He gets another chance, and at least our defenders block it, but a little crazy leaving him open for that little bit. Dave with it again, trying to get around Niemela. Dave holds up, throws it across. Matthews is turned away. I thought he had that. Marner is hit. Dave gets that loose puck again. Dave cuts back. Throws it to Tanev. Tanev is hit, and now Olofsson's got it. Dave trying to get back defensively, as is Shea. Dave knocks down the pass, and then he'll get a chance here, and he'll carry it to the red line, and he'll just dump it in and go on a change. Whew, at least Dave's back checking really hard. Like, those knockdowns out of the air are really important. I don't know if it's because we have big tipper or what, but we've made some really good knockdowns. But 2-2 after 2, as this game's definitely more of a chess match than the last game. It'll be interesting to see how the third is. But the big goal by Dave to tie us one up as he... I don't know if we got Jack-Eye to stumble in front of his goalie or what, but we open up the ice, got a big goal. Matthews wins the draw. Riley turns it over to start the third period. Caulfield walks in through the legs, and Hildeby makes a big save. I was surprised that Caulfield went through the legs on that play, but he is a skilled player, I guess, to pull those off, but that was dangerous to start this period. Matthews a good shot on goal. Dave trying to get himself open. He's got it. Dave looking around. Dave still got it. Finds Mitch. And Mitch got bullied down. As I think Dobson hit him again too. Dobson's been a really physical force in these games. And if we have to play them in the playoffs, we got to watch out for him too. In that sense. I don't know if the Habs will be in the playoffs, to be honest. But Dave is tripped. He draws a power play. I think Dobson tripped him. And Dave is trying to go to the front of the net. Marner's tip goes way wide, and that will be... Yep, it's Dobson that tripped down Dave. As Dave draws a penalty from his arch nemesis. Yeah, Dobson just sticks out his stick there, and Dave fell on it. But that was kind of funny, and I don't know what the heck happened after the fact, but... Throws it up. We probably should go on a line change soon, but I guess they want us out there for a little bit, so we'll stay out there for a bit before we decide to go off. Dave hits Niemela to steal it. Dave throws it all the way back to the point. Provorov gets a shot and in the save. And hopefully they get us off the ice here, so then we could come back for the later shift on the power play again, because energy's a little low. Marner with a bad pass. He turned it over. Nice shot blocker. Actually, that hit off Kirby Dach, I think. Surprised Dach didn't get injured on that play. Oh my goodness, our team is turning it over a lot. Dave blocks D'Angelo's shot. He'll take the defense up on himself, and then he'll break it out of the zone and get it up to Marner. Over to Matthews. Matthews can't get by D'Angelo. Hudson walks in. Nice play by our defense. Provorov to McCabe. He breaks it out. Here's Mitch. Dave will jump on with him. Dave will hold up. Finds it back to Mitch. Mitch will walk in. Can't even get a shot. Dave poke checks it to keep it in the zone. Matthews turns it over. And unfortunately, it'll come back towards our zone. McCabe up to Dave. Dave will take it. Dave gets around Niemela. Dave still with it. Dave holds on to it and he fans on it. I don't know if I got poke checked, but that was weird. Provorov to McCabe. Back to Dave again. Dave backhands it towards the net. Gets deflected, and that's turned away. That was an interesting backhander. It wasn't one that was like a high percentage danger stance, but it was nice for that deflection at least. And Sim Engine has given somebody a goal. Oh no, and it's for them when we only have one last shift with 34 seconds to go. Are you serious, man? I was saying about it being maybe an overtime shootout game again. I probably should not talk about that type of stuff, but empty net for us. Why did they throw that to me? I have no idea. I was back on the defensive zone at that point. Nice dump. Dave has got possession. Dave with a head full of steam out front. Matthews, what are you taking that pass away? Oh my goodness, I thought I had the chance for that deflection play. Nice, you got it. Oh my goodness, I got rocked at the end of that. I tried to wrap it around and get it in, and unfortunately I can't get out of the zone fast enough. And we lose 3-2. That's a tough one, man. But you kind of expected after you beat them 8-1 that they're going to win a game like this. That sucks. I thought it was going to go to overtime at least. But I came that close to tying it up. I almost risked Dave getting injured. Too, because I tried to go for a wraparound because there's not really much else. I probably could have looked for a pass in the back door here. I didn't think about that. But spin around, and that's a huge save. The rebound, though, is right there for Nyes, too, and unfortunately goes right under his stick and comes flying out of the zone. And there's nothing we could do on that play. But who was it that hit Dave at the end again? Was it Dobson again? Or was it somebody else? Oh, it was Kirby Dach this time. But yeah, Dave is lucky he did not get hurt on that play. Absolutely lucky, because we got absolutely obliterated. Absolutely obliterated. Alright, well, that sucks to lose that one, especially considering that was in regulation and all that, but let's take a look at Dave's final stats in this one, and then we have our Tampa game, of course. 1 goal in 21 minutes, we have 4 shots on goal, puck possession for 323, and we had 4 hits. So we brought a little physicality. Did score a goal, which is nice, but unfortunately, another loss for the team in this episode. So, yeah, very similar to the Utah game in that sense, I guess. But 56 points in 43 games now. As we head to our last game of the episode, we still had really good stats despite the loss, so I'll take it. But our team is definitely starting to fall apart a little bit near the end of the season. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, what was it? At the end of, what game was it? Oh, at the end of the regular season, we want to have the division, basically, because of the interview thing that Dave had before, so... Hopefully we're still winning the division at this point. I'm not too sure if we are. We could take an updated look at the end of the episode, if I remember. But we do got some energy back, so let's make sure we get Dave. Let's get him to full health again. Why not? Why not? And let's get some trade points as well. Keep 2 energy points in case. Always got to keep those 2 in the bank, just in case we get hurt or something like that. Alright, well, final game of the episode against Tampa, who is probably a team that's in the running for the division. And obviously, like I said, the division is something we need to win at the end of the season based on our challenge. They're 43-21-6. We're 45-21-3. So they're 8-1-1 in the last 10. We're 7-2-1. This is going to be a really tough matchup to end off this episode. But let's see if we can get it done. As like I said, this could also be a playoff matchup potentially at some point. So a little bit scary about that, of course. But at the same time, we've been playing good. Our shooting percentage is 8.8 now, and we have 8 out of 9 points. So if we could score another goal and not take a ton of shots, we could get that shooting percentage up there. And then we are, like I said, 1 point away from potentially being still in the first line power play too. So I think we're doing some good work. We just got to find a way to be effective with the shooting percentage. Oh my goodness, yeah, Tampa is always a stressful team to play against, especially in Tampa Bay, as we get hit on the first shift by Nick Paul. And I guess Marner might have got hurt because Nylander's now on this top line. Oh my goodness, Riley hit the post on the first shot, and there's loose puck again. Dave looking around, throws it over. Carlo's shot is blocked. Some good pressure off the hop to go. Dave looks around, shoots it, and he scores. I don't know if they wanted my shooting percentage to be better, but that shot was not like that crazy of a shot, to be honest. 27th goal of the season for Dave. Comes a minute in. 59 seconds to be exact. But see, like this play, I was trying to see if I could get our shooting percentage better. I don't know if there was a screen, but that's a shot that the goalie probably should have. But I think because of the pressure system, he doesn't get it. But Dave is all of a sudden starting to score some more goals again. What a goal scorer's release, and he beats Vasilevsky. I'm pretty sure I've scored on Vasilevsky a lot in my career, so that one, definitely one you'd think he would have, but I think it's got to be because of the pressure. Let's just make sure we're not taking a crazy amount of shots in this game, because if we do, that's when our shooting percentage will still fall. But I think it could be kind of closer to the 11% now. I don't know if it is, but hopefully it is. There you go. Nice passing, boys. Looking around. Oh my goodness, that's not where I want to throw that pass. All right, let's simulate to our next shift. We already have a B- on offense because of that goal. Just got to keep that for the rest of this game if we can. Sim Engine has given a team a goal, and it's for us, though. That's good. Don't know who it was, but kind of surprised. I was thinking Tampa was going to answer right back or something. Let's go with it, Matthews. There you go. Finds Dave. Dave walks in with it. Dave walking in. Still holds on. His shot doesn't get to the net. Loose puck in front. Nobody finds it. Good cycling by our team. Damn, our line's really pressuring them hard here early on. Love to see it. Dave deflects it, and that's turned away. So that's going to count as a shot on net because we deflected that. But what a shift from our line. Oh, my goodness. Hold on to that puck. Finds Riley. Carlo, another chance. Dave doesn't get to the deflection because the shot's blocked. But, man, our line is literally playing great. That shot hits the post. Dave at least cut off the angle so he couldn't go to like a backhand or something. Let's see. Sim Engine, you got any more things for us or no? Looks like there is something, and it's 3-0 Plekhanov. All right. Our team's played pretty good against Tampa as of late because I think last episode or 2 episodes ago against Tampa, we all of a sudden got like Vasilevsky pulled too, so that's good. But at the same time, does that mean the playoffs are going to be harder against them if we play them? Ooh, that was scary. That was scary. I thought there was going to be a goal against. Nylander, Dave, Matthews, shot's turned away. Matthews got it back again, but he took too long with it. It's nice that Dave is a little bit stronger when he's hitting people down now. Here's Dave again. Dave holds on to it, throws it over. Nylander's shot is turned away. I didn't want to shoot it because I don't know if I would have scored. They somehow got possession of that puck. Dave is just hovering around the middle for a second. Now he's going to go back to his point man. Delayed penalty call coming. Hagelin shot, and he scores. I knew they were going to score. They don't usually give you 2 latest shifts unless that happens. And maybe I should have been on Crozier a little better and got that puck away from him. But I was trying my best, and I think, yeah, he kind of just evacuated Dave's position. But I don't know how our team doesn't box out a little bit better down low there. Like, McCabe should be strong enough to battle there, but Hagel is a bit of a pest, so I guess it makes sense. But sucks to be out there for a goal against. Oh my goodness, that shot was scary. I thought it was going to get to the net. Still covered a point here. Why is somebody left wide open? Oh my god. Our team is kind of stressing me out again. At least it's 3-1, but that end of the period makes me feel like the Sim Engine could get them back in it. Alright. Okay, not going to throw it to Dave. That's okay. Riley, throw it up to Nylander. He does. Nylander walk in by himself, and he's turned away as Dave was going to try and open up just in case, but Nylander walks it in himself, and he's stopped. And now he'll use that speed. Dave cutting back, looking around, throwing it over. I did not want to throw that pass there. God damn it, man. I hate when the game throws a pass to an area I don't want. Dave just sliding around the ice just to try and block some stuff. There you go. You got it, nice. You got it. Finds DiGiuseppe. Why is Phil DiGiuseppe playing on the power play? There's got to have been an injury. Marner got moved down. I'm not too sure. Here you go, Dave. Hold on to that puck. They're giving you the room. You might as well take what's given to you. Throws it to Nyes. Okay, never mind. Nyes is playing. That shot stopped. Dave with it again. Dave quicks it back into Nyes again. Another shot, and that's turned away. Get back on him, guys. I'll have to cover here. Nice play by Tanev. He battles hard, and now he's got possession of that puck. Tanev. Oh my goodness, that was almost offside. Dave got possession of the puck on that chance, and he's turned away as Dave could have went to the backhand, maybe threw a pass too. But Vasilevsky does not bite. Rylan Arnott, so that's a generated defenseman, I guess, that the Lightning drafted. Interesting. Kind of cool to see these generated players. Nice poke check, and that comes out. Tanev back to Dave. Dave will hold on. Looking around. Throws it back in. It doesn't get through. And now it's an odd man rush for Tampa. Geeky tries to get by, can't. John Tavares finds Dave. Dave will throw it off of the skate to DiGiuseppe and then go off. Matthews holds on to it. Finds Dave. Dave will go back to the point again. Finds Carlo. Carlo finds Riley, and his shot's blocked. Dave trying to forecheck to keep Nick Paul in the zone, which he does for a little bit. I know you can. There you go. Nice. Dave's got it. Throws it to Matthews. Matthews carrying it in. Matthews making some moves. Will shoot it. Shot is turned away. Dave gets that loose puck. Gets the wrap around, and that shot's turned away too. Oh, I'm trying to get that shooting percentage way up there, but I can't. Dave's got possession again. Dave holds up. Finds Shea. Shea doesn't get a shot now. Dave's got to defend on Jake Gensel. At least Gensel has no energy. But he still walked Dave somehow. Jesus. And it's still going to remain 3-1 going into the third. So the good news is the sim engine hasn't given them anything. The bad news is that we have not added some more insurance yet. See, we've had some good looks for goals too. Like, we're trying for more than one goal in a game, but I don't know what our shooting percentage is going to be at after this one. There you go. Matthews wins a draw. Carlo, Riley, up to Dave. Dave will take it. Dave going for a skate. He's got it. Dave looking around, throws it over, and unfortunately, Nylander could not get the shot like he typically can. Dave is going to help on out. Almost dug it free. Riley fans back to Dave again. Dave's got possession again. Dave will hold up. He gets knocked off the puck. Still battling with it. Had it for a second, but Carlson somehow stole it. But let's make sure we're still defending. Oh, shot block. I knew that they were going to go to Kucherov, and then Dave throws it up. And now Matthews has got a chance the other way. But Dave is just really buying into the defensive play. Blocking that shot. He's not like just going pure assist or pure shooting. He's doing a bunch of everything. Here he is again, speaking of which. Dave walking in. Still with it. Shoots it. That's blocked by Arnott. Still only a 2-goal game though. Nylander got it somehow to Dave. I'm surprised I got possession of that puck. Dave looks around, throws it to the point, sees Carlo there. One-timer from Riley is blocked. Okay, a little bit of a late power play here. 20 seconds left in it. Let's see. Oh, that was off the post. I don't know if I deflected that or not. I don't think so, but at least that was close for our team to get another goal. Let's go with it. Skate. Skate, Dave. Skate, skate, skate. There you go. He's got it. Looks around. Looks for an opening. Finds it to Riley again. One-timer from Robertson's turned away by Vasilevsky. That's a good look. All right. Nylander's got it. Nylander walking in. Makes a move, and he's turned away. That was nifty. He was trying that Datsu kind of move, but then he decides to shoot it halfway through it. Vasilevsky stayed right with him. That's a massive save. Like, look at... Oh, that's not even the play. I thought it was going to show the same play again. But, yeah, Vasilevsky's been keeping his team in this game. Probably not with the amount of time left, but that could help our shooting percentage getting an empty net goal, of course. And Tanev has a stick explode. Of course he does. Means we got to help on out with defense. At least Tanev is able to get a stick from the bench beforehand, so Dave doesn't have to help him out there. Dave making some good defensive plays. Kicks it back behind. Smart play by Dave. Nick Paul shot is blocked. Dave will get to that loose puck. And he'll take his time before he breaks it out. What the hell, man? Yeah, that is bullcrap. I was trying to find Tanev, and he just didn't even try and to take that puck. And then it just becomes icing. You know the game really wants to do that. I see you. Let's see if they pull their goalie soon or not. Oh my goodness. Or maybe they just want us out there for a goal against. Why did you throw it out? Oh my goodness. And then I put a shot on my own net. God damn, man. Oh no, it's in. It's in. It's almost in. No, it's not in. God damn. Holy moly. And this is all off that icing play. And that's just the game. That's just the game. That almost found its way in. Okay, here you go, Shea. Let's go with it. They probably want us off soon, but we're going to hold on to it, rag it a little bit, take it around. Down, Tanev shot, turn away, rebounds there, and Shea can't find its way in. I'm going off now. And we're not going to get another shift after this. Unfortunately, we won't get to be out there for an empty net chance, but at least it looks like our team should win this one. Yes, they are. Good. 3-1 victory. It stayed the same for the rest of the game, and that's a good victory for our team to have. Our team beats a divisional, not necessarily a rival, but a team that we are trying to beat in the standings. So, a big win to end the episode off. As Dave does get third star with a goal and 3 hits, so Dave had a strong enough game to be a star. Love to see it. We also were on there for 22 minutes and 22 seconds. 4 shots on goal, puck possession for 324 and in the 3 hits. So, I think we've done a really good job in this episode at working on playing good defensively too, not just on the offensive side of things. Are basically turning into the complete package of a player. All right. So B overall in that. B plus offense, B defense, B team play. Even across the board. Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Let me advance to the next game for next episode already, just so we could get that primed up, which is going to be against the Rangers and Penguins to end off the chapter. But we are at 9 out of 9 points, and our shooting percentage is at 10.5 out of 11. If we could just get one more goal, we could get that shooting percentage and get to that first power play line. So it's in reach, but we need to get off to a good start next episode for sure. And the Rangers aren't a good team, so maybe we could do some damage against them potentially. But let's go to first the standings, because I did want to see how the division is looking right now. We are first in the division. Tampa was the next closest team, so that win was pretty big. We are 3 points up on them with a game in hand. Every other team we don't really need to worry about as much. Montreal is in a playoff spot, surprisingly, despite us beating them 8-1 earlier. So, just in case you guys wanted to see who is in the playoff picture, we might as well look through each division here quickly as well. I'll just kind of skim through. Utah's in a playoff spot. We just lost to them recently. Metropolitan Division's led by the Devils. These 3 teams are in the playoffs. Pittsburgh's not in a playoff spot. All right. And the Rangers are the bottom of the Metro. And in the Pacific, looks like that. How's the Rangers in terms of the entire league standings? 29th. We should be able to get a goal against them, hopefully. But let's take a look at Dave's stats once again, and then that'll be it for this episode. But yeah, there was an injury to Marner. Oh boy, that's actually pretty big late in the season, and Domi got hurt too. Oh no. We're kind of running some injuries here late in the year. Gavrikov's playing as a forward, which is weird. But that's why Nylander's bumped up to the top line, is because of that injury. Robertson's playing in the top 6 with Tavares and Nyes. Yeah, this team doesn't look as strong when those injuries happen, but let's take a look at Dave's stats. I'll also see how long until Marner and all that is back if I can, because those are really big losses if we aren't going to have those guys in the playoffs. All right, so Dave is up to 57 points in 44 games, a plus 21 this season. Oh my goodness. Well, let's freaking go. And the defensive play has been way much better. We have less giveaways than last year so far and more takeaways already. We have 84 hits, 26 block shots. We're doing a lot of good things. In this episode alone, though, through 5 games, we had 5 points combined. We scored goals in 3 straight games, and we had 2 assists in the first game. We aren't shooting the puck as much as we did in that 15-shot game, so I think the minutes are pretty good for how long these games go for. And we are getting still a ton of ice time, like 20 minutes a game, which is awesome. So if we get power play time, we might even have to lower the minutes and maybe even more so of the games. But I like the way we played for the most part. All right. Last thing, like I said, I wanted to see if there's an update on Marner's injury and also on Domi's, because if those guys are out long-term, those could hurt our playoffs. They could hurt our playoffs. So player injuries, is there any update on this or no? Marner's out for a week or so. Okay, so it's not too bad. He will be back for the playoffs, so we'll be fine with that one. And then I guess Domi might have been injured a little bit earlier than that, or maybe he was just injured in that game. Oh no, there it is. 9 to 10 weeks. All right, so that's a bit more of a substantial injury. So on paper, Marner will return soon, but no Domi means that Quillen and Cowan have big opportunities here to hopefully give our team some points, because Domi's going to miss the beginning of the playoffs, I guess. Once Mitch returns, I guess they could put Nylander or Tavares down the middle if they want to, but I don't think they'll do that because they're not really that smart enough. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this episode of our Dave Bluezynski Be a Pro. So, in next episode, we will continue our current chapter. We got 2 games left in it against Rangers and Penguins. We'll see if we end up making the power play or not. Like I said, it depends if we could just get our shooting percentage from a 10.5 to an 11. But if we don't, it's not the end of the world. We've been playing some really good hockey as of late, and at least our team is definitely going to be making the playoffs. It's just all about, obviously, wrapping up the season and being healthy by the end of it, I think. So, anything down below, and I'll see you guys next time.